want a hot body? You want a Maserati? Well, get better work, bitch. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to talk about the new Biologique Recherche reformulation of creme placenta, now known as creme ISO Placenta. I have filmed this video once already and it was a disaster because I just keep learning new stuff about this, but I also thought it would be helpful to touch on the other two very popular beige creams in the brand. So we're going to be talking about that today. So if you want to learn more about Biologique Recherche's moisturizers and you're also very into bougie things, skincare, makeup, fashion, whatever, like and subscribe and let's get into the video. So I'm sure like many of you that are super into Biologique Recherche or have been using the brand for a long time, creme placenta has been such a staple, especially if you have very reactive, angry skin that needs to be healed, because basically at the end of the day, placenta is a healing cream. So when I found out it was being reformulated, I was not very happy, but they've decided to make all of their non-vegan products vegan. So this is one of the first few that will be reformulated. I've already touched on a few that will be discontinued, but I thought I would take today to talk about what's different and same about the two new formulas, and then some alternatives, and then some other options within the brand that might be good for you. So like I said, placenta products, they have a serum and a moisturizer. These are healing products. The main ingredient was placental proteins, and I believe it came from sheep and pigs, depending on the batch. I'm not 100% sure, but that's usually where placenta in skincare comes from, or sheep and pigs. In the new formula, it is a fake placental protein. It's like an imitation of the original ingredient, so it's going to perform differently. I knew this would not be the same product. I didn't know how different it would be. They haven't just reformulated just that one ingredient. They changed the whole thing up. It's a completely different cream. The original formula was a classic beige cream. It was kind of oily, almost very emollient, really thick, but it moisturized your skin very, very well. The new one is almost like a cream gel hybrid. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like they took creme mask vernix and mixed it with like a gel. It's just, it's almost a half gel. It's definitely a different consistency. It is much more lightweight. So if you are very, very oily and placenta was too heavy for you, I guarantee you that you're gonna prefer this. But if you're very dry, it is not enough. It is not enough to be a standalone moisturizer. And that is coming from someone like me who is oily and acne prone. So that is the first difference between the two creams, is that the original formula was much more hydrating, much more emollient. This new one is much more gel-like. You have to layer it with something else unless you are just so oily that you really just don't need any extra hydration. So now we've talked about consistency, let's talk about ingredients. I have my Bible, my Brittany Bible with me. I have everything listed out, so I don't want to go too crazy in depth because I would be sitting here forever, but I'm going to talk about the ingredients that are the same in the old formula and the new formula. So here we go, I'm going to list them off. We've got niacinamide, yeast extract, FUCUS extract, ivy leaf, EQUISTEM, which is horsetail extract, CENTELLAASIATICA, and triglycerides. All of these actives heal. Almost all of them do something like this. So I'm going to go one by one. So yeast helps to strengthen your skin barrier. It helps with tone and discoloration and elasticity. So it kind of gives your skin a nice little bounce while also making sure your skin barrier is intact. So whenever you're using other active ingredients, your skin will maintain its integrity. FUCUS extract is full of phlorotannins, which are antioxidants. Those antioxidants are going to be good for inflammation and hydration. So already we've got anti-inflammation, which is really nice for people that are suffering from acne or just like angry skin, maybe rosacea prone or just maybe psoriasis. So anything that's going to make your skin irritated, that would be really nice. Ivy leaf, which is another hydrator, so that's going to help with eczema and acne. Again, here we are. We have a theme here: healing, moisturizing. EQUISTEM stem, which I said was horsetail. That's really good again for healing. It's also full of antioxidants, and it's also antibacterial, which is really nice for those of us that are acne prone. So that's gonna help keep the skin like kind of clean. Whenever you have acne, you can spread the germs so easily, you know, whenever something's inflamed. You want to spread that bacteria around and like spread the acne everywhere. So that's going to be nice for that. It's also full of triglycerides, and these triglycerides are kind of like hydrators. They can be very emollient. Most of the time they come from coconut oil, which is full of fatty acids. So again, it's going to be really nice for your skin barrier, nice and hydrating, kind of keep your skin really firm and plump. And lastly, CENTELLAASIATICA. So this that's in like everything. Everything has CENTELLAASIATICA in it now. That just helps to speed up your skin's collagen production. It's also antibacterial, so it's good for acne and helps with healing. So all of those actives that are the same between the old and the new formula are all going to be there for hydration, healing, anti-acne, antibacterial, antioxidant rich, really great solid ingredients. What's new in the new formula is maracuja seed oil, soybean oil, and oligopeptides. Maracuja seed oil is full of lycopene, which helps to heal sun damage and discoloration, and it kind of helps out even your skin tone. Maracuja oil is in a lot of products these days too. It's a really popular ingredient. The soybean oil is going to be really good for hydration and anti-inflammation. It's rich in vitamin E, and everybody knows vitamin E is amazing for your skin. So like I said, anti-inflammation, good for moisturizing. And lastly, oligopeptides, which are one of my favorite ingredients in skincare. These are just help to increase the proteins of collagen in your skin, and it helps with fine lines and keep your skin really plump. So all of these ingredients, the old and the new, this is a really solid product to help keep your skin hydrated, kind of keep it clean, not good, antibacterial, anti-inflammation. So overall, the ingredient list alone, it's just a good solid moisturizer. The only downfall of this is that it's less hydrating than the original formula. And like I said, you can easily mix it with something else, but at the end of the day, it's still a really nice formula. All those plant extracts and all of those, the new and the old ingredients, I do still enjoy this as a treatment. That being said, it definitely doesn't feel as good as the old formula did because of this new kind of like gel formulation. It just feels different. It's a different experience. I'm still going to be purchasing this because I do suffer from inflammation because of acne. So I do think it has helped. I've been using this now for about 2.5 weeks, and I do see my acne healing faster than when I haven't had this. I have not had a placenta product in my routine now for, I would say, like a really good 6 to 7 months. And I have noticed that the healing time of healing from a pimple or a pustule, popping it, or maybe it popped on its own, that red mark was staying a lot longer than I was used to. So I will say that it does still heal. So let's talk about our other options. So if you try this and it's not enough for you, maybe it's not hydrating enough for you, I would encourage you to try Hydravites. Creme Hydravites is super similar, in my opinion, to the original placenta in terms of texture and the way that it feels, like the experience of using it. It's way more thick. And when I bought this, this was almost full. It's a heavier formula. I know that sounds weird, but this is a cream. This is a straight up cream. Whereas, like I said, this is more of like a gel hybrid now. And what's funny to me about this Hydravites and the new ISO Placenta is that a lot, I wouldn't say all, but a lot of those plant extracts and actives are the exact same in here. Before I say what's the same, this is what it looks like. See how it's just thicker? It doesn't just go right into the skin. This is a nice moisturizer. I've never had Hydravites. I've always seen people rave about it, but I've been really enjoying this. I haven't even had it that long, and I already know that I'm probably going to be repurchasing this over and over and over. So like I said, almost all of those actives are in Hydravites that are in the new ISO Creme Placenta and the original Creme Placenta. The niacinamide, the yeast, the FUCUS, the ivy leaf, the horsetail, and the CENTELLAASIATICA. The difference is just that it's not going to have that veganized placenta protein in it, the fake kind. But I will say this is super hydrating. But mixing the two together, Very nice. I really love these two mixed together. I actually like mixing Hydrovites with a lot of other things too, but I just wanted to let you know that, you know, if you are like heartbroken about this and you just want a different alternative, honestly, Hydrovites is gonna be there to help kind of heal your skin too and be anti-inflammation, antibacterial, rich in antioxidants. This is just a really nice moisturizer and it's just an alternative. I'm not saying that it's gonna be the same. I'm not an expert, not an esthetician. I have to disclose that in every single video. I'm just a fan of good skincare. So, like I said, mix them or just get creme Hydrovites if you try the new ISO and it's just not enough for you. And the last of the beigey creams that I really enjoy, of course, is Creme Dermopurifiant. So this is another reformulation that I knew about and I finally picked it up. This is more like the Hydrovites. It's definitely not as light and gel-like as the new ISO Placenta. It's still more hydrating. I can use this as a standalone product, whereas the ISO Placenta is not enough. And you can see that this has more of a texture similar to the original formulas. It's got just a little bit more texture to it. It's not super smooth, but it is lightweight and moisturizes really nice. It's really great for those of us that suffer from acne and are super oily. It is slightly mattifying, but very hydrating. So such a good moisturizer. And like I said, it is a beige cream, so it's rich in a lot of those actives that I've just talked about. So niacinamide, it's got the horsetail, the ivy leaf. It also has Betula alba bark extract in it, which was in the original Placenta, and it's not in the new one, and that's another healing ingredient. Overall, this is another winner. I mean, BR doesn't really make a lot of losers, so I feel like every time I try something, it's a winner. But it's also another option for you if you're suffering from acne and you need that healing. I think what Biologique Recherche does so well is they make so many different options for the same problem, but one formula might not work for you, so you just move on to the next one. And I think a lot of the brands that we're used to are so isolated in like moisturizers. Like you can look at a brand and they maybe have like 3 or 4 good moisturizers. You go into Biologique Recherche, they're gonna have like, I feel like they have like 15 different options. There may even be more. I'll put it on the screen. But it's like, okay, well, this one didn't work out for you. Try the next one over that's got half of the same ingredients, but we've tweaked a couple here and there. So maybe that one will work for you. I think they do this so well. They just make such good products that are good for every different skin instant. And that's what they call them, is the skin instance. We've talked about this before. But like I said, this being the new formula, I find that it works just as well as the old one. The only difference to me between the two in terms of like how it feels is it's a tad less oily, but it's just as hydrating, just as slightly mattifying. So I do reach for this during the daytime. I just like using something slightly mattifying during the daytime. Not really, I love to glow, but I always think of healing for nighttime. Your body heals while you sleep. So Placenta, and then I reach for Dermopurifiant in the daytime. So between all 3 of these very good beige creams, I like all of them. They all serve their purpose. And like I said, they all have a very similar ingredient list, but each is tweaked just a little bit, you know what I mean? And there's so many more. I'm just speaking about these 3, of course. I'm definitely gonna be talking about the other ones in another future video. I basically have a plan to try to review every single product from Biologique Recherche that I've tried or would be smart for my skin type. There are certain things that just aren't for my skin type, so I'm not gonna buy them and try them. Anyway, I digress. So I hope this has been super helpful for you guys. Like I said, these are such good skincare products. God, the ingredients are so solid. I hope I made this easy for you guys to understand. I try not to get like super crazy scientific. I just want to keep things simple and kind of like a dialogue, like I was talking to you like you're my friend, because you guys are. And for those of you that are subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I am almost to 1,000 subscribers. And I know that is such a small number to the normal person who participates in YouTube and like watches YouTube, but like that's a lot to me. 1,000 people want to hear what I have to say. So anyway, thanks for being here today, you guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.